I forgot in the last part to put that person on for the sponsor goal, so I'm going to do that real quick. Goodbye to Max and hello to... Oh, that's awkward. Who was I? Oh, it was Pete. Okay, I'm getting my people confused. But 1,500 with that type of reward, we'll go for it. So we go into Limaland, and it's a big track to get as much points as we possibly can before we get into Elm Creek, which is one of our worst tracks on the schedule, even with a setup. So we just got to go into Limaland, get absolute max points, and build up a lead over Jerry Anderson. We have currently 12 points, so I'd like it to be more than that, because we're going to be probably finishing like 14th or something at Elm Creek, so we're going to be losing 40 points, maybe more. I mean, it's going to destroy our point lead, so we got to do as best as we can and hope the rest don't do as well, which is all up to the AI. I can only do so much. Alright, last time we were at this track, we got a pole. It should be a pole again, and it is. I mean, this is going to probably be a curb stomping race, but where Jerry Anderson starts. 4th place, okay. That's at least 8 potential points we can gain if he finishes 4th, so... Well, I guess all of that can change in the qualifying dash, so I guess that doesn't really mean a whole lot for qualifying standards, but we'll win this heat and move on. It should be a pretty standard dub. That's just a simple, blunt dub. What more can I say? Hopefully we can do that in the qualifying dash, but you never know. Starting first because, you know, we qualified first and we won our heat, so, you know, it makes sense. Just gotta get through this corner, get up into 5th gear, and just hope that the top lane continues to work. We got Eddie Evans passing us, but we should be able to get by him here eventually, I think. But either way, it's really nice that we got, you know, 2 Limalands on the schedule. That's really like 2 guaranteed wins. So I think we'll actually have a Limaland race right after the 3rd race in this part. So I should just throw in an extra like a bonus 4th race, just because it's like just kind of typical that we'll probably win there, assumingly. I mean, I ran out of tear-offs. I have a really bad habit of just, I don't know, burning off my tear-offs more than I should. And that's my problem. And that's my cross to bear. But we'll start 2nd. That's no big deal. We'll be fine race trim. So, that's, you know, it's okay. Where did Jerry Anderson? Okay, he's 5th. Okay, that's, hopefully he finishes there. At least we're starting on the outside, which is always good. Just get the gears. And just wait for the top lane to form eventually. But, yeah, Eddie Evans weirdly just once in a while just shows up to a racetrack with a lot of speed and is able to compete. Kind of curious what his race pace is going to be today, but I think my questions will be answered very quickly here as we got a good run up on the outside. He's kind of run the bottom lane. So we'll try to pass him up high. And we're going to be able to do that. I'm sure we're going to get, you know, our typical scripted yellow and then a restart late in the race to throw all this off and find a way to lose more points. Or, you know, lose that more opportunities to gain points. But Jerry Anderson's 3rd. That's not good. We're only going to gain 6 points out of it. So he needs to finish worse. Yeah, there we go. There's our typical scripted flip. He's spinning right in front of me. Jeez. I thought I was completely clear of him, but no, he just kept cartwheeling down the racetrack. Well, this is a good opportunity to, you know, get a yellow, and maybe Jerry Anderson can have a bad start, lose positions maybe. I don't know, something positive. But it never ceases to amaze me, like, just ever can't go green, like, the whole way. I feel like World of Outlaws 22, you're at least able to have races to just finish green without a yellow ever really occurring. Or it seemed like the frequency is set lower, which... I never really messed with the settings on that, so it's just all default, so I guess the wreck rate is just a lot higher. I don't know. But we get the lead back, and of course Jerry Anderson 2nd. So that caution, in fact, hurt us, which is not good, because it's hard to gain points if he's just going to finish 2nd, so this game's just going to make it, like, impossible to win a championship, it feels like. Something happened to Jerry Anderson, because he was way far out ahead of third place, and then he just sort of lost it. And we get another caution right at the end of the race. Just why? Why does this game gotta try to make things harder on me? Just let me have my casual dub. We can move on to the next race. No, it's gotta be like a spectacular. It's like this game is more accurate to modern NASCAR than the most modern NASCAR game, which is what? Ignition? Rivals? I don't know. But we gotta clear Eddie Evans. Or Jerry Anderson. We cannot let him win this race. We got the high lane to use here. We'll carry that momentum off the corner. Well, high actually bumped him a bit. We got the preferred lane. We're going to clear him. Heading into the white flag. This is way more intense than it has any right to be. But we're good. Let's go through 3 and 4 one more time. And there we go. Nice casual dub. And unfortunately, Jerry Anderson gets second, so we're only gained 4 points. So I think, we only gained we're like 16 points up on him. That's not enough. It needs to be more. So, it makes this win feel hollow. Jerry Anderson's still second, so yeah, 16 points. We're going to probably lose, maybe not 40 at Elm Creek, but at least 20 to 26 points probably if we finish 14th and he gets, like, 4th. So, yeah, goodbye to the point lead. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. It just sucks to have races on a schedule that I know there's no chance in snowball's hell we're going to do anything in. We get smooth driving. We do everything good in that aspect. But, yeah, I just got on Elm Creek. There's not much more really to say. We get our sponsor bonus, so that's a yippity-doo. Sure, we'll go with top 5 for the sponsor. Man, it just sucks. I don't know what to say. Well, I don't know if that's really going to mean much. I should just run laps with this setup, which is just the rear end ratio adjusted, and then try it with the custom race setup and to see how much faster it'll be. I mean, might as well experiment. This is the one track on a schedule we're going to run terribly, so I don't know, we'll just figure it out. So my best lap was a 10-0. We'll see what the setup, full setup can do. I'm using the one for Millbridge, so I'm hoping it works. I mean, it's the closest track to my familiarity. Maybe the Chili Bowl one would work better. I don't know. I haven't even raced there, but I'm just going with Millbridge is pretty small, just like Elm Creek, so I'm just basing off just the size of the track. I mean, that's all I really have to go off of. Oh, I might have made a mistake here. I don't think you could see it, but in the steering offset, it was default to like 500 or something, and the steering offset set to 0. I don't know if that's like the big defining difference for Millbridge, but we at least got that to look forward to in the finale. If that helps, I don't know. That was a 9.7, and that was half that lap was off the racetrack on the back straightaway. So I think we can get even a little bit faster than that, but that's already 3/10 faster. That is still a monumental help. I was going into this race expecting to run maybe 14th. If we can, it's a couple tenths quicker. So if we can gather with even a top 10, that's going to be a huge day in terms of not losing as much points. So this race could almost in a weird way be the championship deciding factor. I think I found out the trick to Elm Creek. So on the back straightaway, you do want to kind of get out the racing surface and get as wide of an angle as possible. That might be the trick. I might have been playing it too, like, even Steven Stanley SquarePantsing it or something, because 9.4, that's really freaking good. Even if, if we could just, if I figured that out, we might have a shot to really do something mystical and magical here. I think that's the solution. I think that is the way to be fast around here. That's third. That's huge. If the race trim is similar to this in qualifying, then we really, really have a shot. And frickin' Jerry Anderson's fourth, so I can't believe it. Not only did the setup really help, but figuring out like a drive. I just decided to go off the track just to see like, oh, well, what happens? I'm thinking of, maybe I'm thinking of something else, or a different game or something. But I always thought just going off the track just spins your tires and it kind of slows you down, but it didn't really affect me. So I don't know. We started first in this. We got the track position. Gotta nail the corner. Of course, Mr. Edwards is gonna run the high lane and somehow make it work. I still can't make the outside line work, but I think I figured out kind of like a racing line of sorts, because that really seemed to help. As soon as I say that, then they angle the car in the corner in a way that I don't think I ever could have physically done. So leaves me more puzzled than really anything. But we're not gonna start very well. We're gonna be like 9th. That for Elm Creek standards, that is still way better than normal. So I'll take it. I guess that I don't know, that qualifying pace doesn't translate to the heat. I don't know. But yeah, we'll just start 3rd, so it sucks. But no, it's 11th. They're fine. So I mean, the bar is literally just finish 14th or better. That's all my expectation was. So starting 11th already feels like a win. Jerry Anderson, I think, is still starting 4th because since the qualifying dash, since we aren't physically racing it, is I guess it's technically simulated, but it's basically just the qualifying positions that I physically saw, or maybe not. I don't know. He's leading, so that's not great. That's a good 20 plus points we're gonna lose right now if I can somehow get another position here, which I failed to do. But yeah, I don't know. This is just, it's weird to run slightly better. I mean, it took a whole setup and an entirely different, like, almost like newfound angle in going into the corner, but it's doing something. We're actually trying to get 10th place here, which is really big in terms of points, which I will happily take. 2 extra points there. Now we just gotta try to find a way around Collins for 9th. I think the car actually has, you know, the actual capabilities to do something. Oh, that's a flip right in front of me. That's 3 spots right there. I'll take a 7th. I am okay with that. Thank you, game, for being dumb. Even if we finish 7th out of this, that's still really good points. At least, I mean, Jerry Anderson's gonna get. Okay, for a split second, he was 2nd. But I think, I don't know. Let's get through the gears. I should just jump right into 5th so I don't have to worry about thinking about shifting anymore. That's really frustrating. They could just angle the car in the corner and just make it work. Like, I need, like, the whole track to turn, and he could just do all that and be fine. But whatever, we got the spot back. We're okay. 6th place is going up high. Thought I could slide job him, but nope. I would love to have 7th or 6th. But I'm going to have to take what I can get here. This is still way better than anything I ever expected going into this race. Yeah, Jerry Anderson's going to win. That sucks. But at least we're going to get out of here at 7th. I am okay with that. For Elm Creek standards, that is massive. That is... normally I'd be mad, but this is the best race ever for Elm Creek. It really sucks Jerry Anderson won, though, so that's like 4, 6, 8, 10. We might barely still have the point lead. It's going to be close. We might have like a 4-point lead buffer or something, but... Yeah, we actually do. We actually have the lead. No, by 2 points. Okay. Ooh. That is cutting it way too damn close. So, I think we go to another race. I think it's Fairbury. I think it's a showcase. So, I'm hoping we can build some of that point lead back up. Because we're actually going to win that in the spring. Or the first race round had it not been for the dumb yells. So, maybe we'll have good luck in that. Yeah, Fairbury's showcase race. I'm hoping there's a lot of tryhards and we kind of outrun the tryhards and kind of give us a shot. I don't know. We just got to go into that and gain as much points as we can. Because after that, we got Limaland, which is a guaranteed dub. Same with Kokomo. So, these next 3 races, we have got to just gain a shit ton of points. Because we have no chance anywhere else. I think the lap times for these are a little bit more jacked up because it was a showcase race. That would make the most sense to me. That's going to be an 8. And we got 8th. I'm really curious, is there other showcase people other than Lisa Dixon's on pole, but Jerry Anderson 3rd? That's not great. I don't really notice any different faces. Maybe a Gary Nelson? I don't know. It doesn't really feel like there's different people. I'm so used to that pattern, so it throws me off. We got a heat. And we're on the outside here, which is good, because then we can just kind of rip the top, but I'll stay on the bottom here on the start just because that's the fastest way around. Will make us lose less momentum. It was frustrating too because when I was here the first time, I was on the bottom lane in the first corner, but then the car behind me just got like such a better run, or maybe got lower than me, and he just made the pass. So I don't know, but at least we're second here. We should be able to go into the qualifying dash no problem, which is good, and that's really honestly all that matters. I don't even care if I don't win. Well, we're close to him. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. It was nice to be competitive, and now we just have to hope Jerry Anderson doesn't do well in the qualifying dash, or the... Yeah, I think I said that right. Yeah, I did. Alright, on the outside. So, yeah, we gotta pull some magic here to hopefully do well. I don't know if it's like just because it's a showcase that means they're gonna run way better than normal. I don't remember. But it's gonna just run the high lane. About as simple as it gets. I hope that it works out. Which I'm going to assume it will because we're not last in this. Getting good exits off the corner. They're all running down low, so it's giving us a chance to potentially gain more spots. Don't know where Jerry Anderson's going to even start. That's Gonzalez. I don't know where Jerry Anderson is. I think he's third. So we're going to start pretty close to him as long as we can nail this lap here. It's a bit of a crossover. We'll get back up to the outside. It was a bit of a tactical move. He does the crossover back. Nice, you know, dirt racing ethics going on around here. And of course, that's still not going to be enough, but we'll start 6th, so. It's unfortunate, but we got a whole A main to hopefully gain on Jerry Anderson, or at least finish 1 spot ahead of him. I really hope we can finish ahead of him in some capacity. Because I mean, if he's going to be running like 2nd or 1st or whatever, like, we got to gain more substantial points. Like, if he had 1 bad race, kind of like with me at Millbridge, then, you know, this would be a lot more possible. Like that like in the midget series where we won the championship because the guy had, like, 1 bad race. Because they got a lot of damage. Like, we need him to have, like, bad luck, essentially. Not that I hate to wish bad luck on competitors, but that's, like, the only thing we can, that's, like, the only way we can gain, like, a substantial and meaningful amount of points. I was gonna say the car feels pretty good. I actually had to back out of throttle there because they were just stacking up a lot. But Jesus Christ, yeah, that's the kind of bad luck I need. Good God, I mean, Jerry Anderson, we just flew under him. Hey, if that's the way we're gonna have to win a championship, is this gonna be like the midget series? Like, that's the way we're gonna have to do it? All, like, it's like the same verse, but different rhyme. I don't know. That was something else. Maybe that affected his car a lot. I don't know. We need to bring up the leaderboard. But that is, I was just talking about that. So, how fitting. Now we're running P3. This, should in theory be good points to my bulb in my freaking camera, or not my bulb. The light bulb in my lamp just died. That doesn't give me good vibes for this race. But as long as we can just keep running this outside line, we'll be able to get by Lisa Dixon here. And try to run down Eddie Evans. I think we might have a faster car. I think. I don't know. But Lisa is just making it work really well on the bottom, somehow. I don't know if that's just how she rolls in a platonic manner, but we're going to try to surpass that and say that the top is better. And we did just that. P2. That's a wreck. Is that freaking... Who is that? That is Jerry Anderson, a lap down. That is the greatest freaking thing ever. It's unfortunate that... I was just asking for bad luck for that to strike to him, but... I did think it was going to be possible. I mean, that is a monumental amount of points we're going to gain on him. I mean, because of that, we're going to probably lock up the championship almost. I don't know. But we're really having a hard time catching Eddie Evans. He just randomly shows up to a track very competitive. Maybe this yellow can... Or we could have another yellow. So, and he's a lap down, too. Didn't even point out he's a lap down, so he's even less competitive. I mean, we're going to gain so many points. I don't even know how much. Like, at least 40 points or something. So that is pure just gut-wrenching for him. And maybe these cautions are going to benefit me into winning this race. Almost like the exact opposite of how it harmed me in the first time Fairbury, and then the second time will help. I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. We don't have enough laps. Eddie Evans just is randomly fast. I don't really understand it. But we got the white flag. We're really not close enough to him. So I can't make heads or tails of it. We're actually running him down too, which is very impressive. But not enough time. But we'll take second. That's still going to be a phenomenal points day. I think that won us the championship. Once again, this game just kind of gift wraps me like a really good outcome. I kind of want to do another season of this off camera to see if we can actually would have won it like straight up like normally, because like I can't believe it worked out that well. Now Eddie Evans is only he's 16 points at we're 16 points ahead of him. So I mean that's good, but I don't know if that's enough with the those last two races coming up. So this championship still might be up in the air for all I know. Still good smooth driving on the car. All that's good and dandy. And that could have been a really good thumbnail, and I just forgot about it because I was so excited. So that's unfortunate. But we'll get Limaland over with because that's going to be a very quick race. FH is still the best sponsor, so we're going to go with that. And yeah, on to Limaland. And that's going to be surprisingly second place. Alright, well, it's different. But Eddie Evans got it, which is very concerning because he's actually only 16 points behind me. So he's our new person to look out for in the points. Jerry Anderson having a horrifically bad day. So kind of makes me wonder if Jerry Anderson didn't have that horrendous wreck. If we're going to finish second, maybe he would have gotten third, so we would have gained points on him. At the very least, I would either have a 4-point lead or we would have been like tied. So I don't know. But if he has like a really bad day here, then that will make me feel even better that it probably would have been good in points, regardless if he wrecked or not. I don't know. I just want to win a championship feeling like I won it and not just because I lucked into it with somebody else dying. Like that's all I want. I don't want to have a guilty conscience. On to the qualifying dash. Well, I guess, I don't know if this really gives us much of a sign of how we'll actually do in the race. Usually this race goes really well for us no matter what. Well, we have Mr. Hall here not only passing me, but kind of just chopping me off. So that was, you know, mildly annoying. I give him a bump. You know, good old-fashioned short track racing on a dirt track. That's actually very dangerous. But, or we could have a yellow. Alright, well that probably doesn't help us. By the track record of things, it probably isn't. But we'll see. I'm just very scared now because Eddie Evans now is a new championship competitor. I was so focused on Jerry Anderson. Now I have to worry about Eddie Evans because he just sort of randomly is competitive once in a while, and that's very scary. I tried the bomb lane that corner, and it didn't help. We might actually even lose third because I need like a couple laps to get that outside line running, and it didn't work. So, all right. The Limaland's going to be a little bit harder than I thought. Usually the qualifying dash is a lot harder than the main, so I like to think we'll be completely fine here. But if I know anything with this game, nothing is for certain. Just like getting doored right off the bat. So, obviously, as long as I stay to the outside, everything should, in theory, be okay. Nobody's even trying the outside line except for Eddie Evans, so should be, you know, I'm hoping okay. He's running the top, though, which is very concerning because then it's going to be really hard to run him down. And I really can't afford to be losing points to him. So, yeah, we really got to win. Get a good exit off the corner, cut down low. I'm going to just try to send it here, slide job him. Bet he might cross me over, but at least we'll get the preferred lane here on the bottom, or on the top. So, alright, we're good. We're good until a yellow comes out, because that's part of the script. Oh, interesting. Anderson is nowhere in the top 5. It's good for us. I'll take it. That makes me feel better, like, as if, you know, if he didn't wreck in the one race, then going into this one, he would have lost a stupid amount of points, so that my conscience is a little bit less guilty. Alright, this is 2 laps to go. We got a big enough lead. All the AI are relatively... Well, no, I don't think so, but... Just end the race. Just get to the frickin' checker flags. White flag doesn't mean diddly squat. This is unprecedented levels of clean. I don't even believe this is a real race. It just went green. Straight up. Just start to finish. That's what it should be. See how we won by like 3 seconds. We were so much faster. Jarrett Anderson got 6, so... That's really bad. Really bad for him. It was really good for us. And we only gained 4 points on Eddie Evans, so... Is that like 20 points we have on him? And we have one more race after this, which we should, in theory, win. But Eddie Evans' Ramley just can be fast, so... Going into the last race with 16 points, I don't think that's enough still. Even 20 points right now. We need to gain more points after the next race, which I don't know if that's going to be even remotely possible. We get an achievement heating up. We won 10 races. I think it's counting some that I did offline, or I guess in like championship modes or quick races, because that's only our 7th win, I think, in the career mode. Or something like that, so, yeah, that's... Probably where it's factoring in that achievement. And we'll do the achievement for win. Screw it, let's just throw in Kokomo. I think that's another track we could win too, so we can have the next episode just be those 2 races and really try to practice them off camera or try to do something to get better at them, because we're going to need all the manpower. And also I want to see if we can gain more points on Eddie Evans, so let's get into it. Let's try to have a max points day. I'm actually surprised. I don't even think I'm going to hit the goal time. No, I didn't. In fact, I got 4th. I don't know why. It felt like I did okay. Of course, Eddie Evans is first. Oh my god, the AI are not going to make this easy on me. They're going to... I guess that's probably the good thing, but... Just, like, it doesn't help. He just keeps finishing second. Like, I think as long as we finish ahead of him or win and go into the last 2 races with, like, a 24-point lead... We'll be at least on an average to lose like 12 points a race, so I mean, unless he just clutches out and just wins the last 2 races and we get like 7th, that's gonna probably do it. So I mean, he just needs to not win, which I feel like is asking for way too much. So I don't know, we just need to get max points here and do the best we can. There we go, on to the dash. It's been interesting how Eddie Evans has just been extraordinarily consistent lately. I would say I don't know if every season's different with certain drivers being dominant, but if it wasn't for the one bad race, Anderson would be right up there with us, so it could in theory be a 3-car battle if that wreck never happened. But it looks like we're going to start 3rd because that just seems like how this is panning out. Okay, hold on. Hold on, we got to run. That's P2. Can we actually get these last 2 spots in the last lap? If we can nail this corner... Maybe. Oh, he took it kind of wide there. Oh, we got a shot. No! God damn. That was the most impressive piece of driving I might have done this entire career mode. Just gained 2 spots in 2 laps in a qualifying dash. That. When am I ever going to accomplish that? That was incredible. Alright, let's hope we can have that same type of fortune in the main. I mean, we're starting on the bottom lane here. We should, in theory, be good on the initial start. But we need we need time to kind of build up this momentum up on top and kind of swing to the bottom. Edwards kind of thought the same thing. We kind of nipped him there, but because of that, that puts Edwards 2nd. So Eddie Evans is actually falling back, which is really good for us. Oh my god, he's there. Oh god, stop. Jesus Christ. Alright, well that was the whole slew of just a confusing mess of cars banging into each other. Edwards still is making that top lane, bottom lane work. I don't even know what lane do I use that's more effective. How did Eddie he just fucking sent it like 4 wide. How? That made no sense, just like how that flip beside me made no sense. How? He just made it 4 wide. It just... that was some freaking honky-tonk nonsense right there. I don't know. That was just... I can't even explain it. How the hell did he get the lead out of all that, too? Like, just... I can't even explain it. Get a good exit out of the corner. He should be faster than Eddie Evans based on just the track record of this track and everything. He did get by him. He might try to cut me down low. He thought about it, but we'll take the lead. At least we're going to gain those 4 points for winning. Eddie Evans even is way ahead of third, so I think this is just how the running order is going to be for the rest of this, unless we get some kind of, magical yellow, which does seem to happen, but we already got one this race already, so that was kind of our quota, so that might have been met already. That doesn't help hitting the freaking tire either. I don't know how close that was for making contact, but that was like pixels level of contact, and of course that really knocked out 9% of the car. So and the field right in front of me is so bunched together. I mean, this is just a disaster wreck waiting to happen. I'm trying to avoid all of it, but there is just so many cars lumped together. I can't even angle the car in the corner the way I want to because there's just so many of them. So we're just going to have to run the bottom here and hope that this works out. We got to get to the finish as fast as possible because this is just, it's just too many. And Eddie Evans is right there too. Like, I cannot afford to lose more points. Not in a race like this with so much on the line. White flag. I think Jerry Anderson took over second. I want to look behind me, but they are just fighting back there. I'm just going to park the bus on the bottom here. That should be enough, and it is barely enough. Jesus Christ, that was... We gained more points on him. Thank you to Jerry Anderson for coming in clutch there right at the end. I need to look at this replay and look behind me because that was such a freaking mess of cars. I really need to see what they were doing behind me. So this is lap 12. This is where I almost wrecked there. So Jerry Anderson, I think, is that car right there. Eddie Evans, he was right there on me. He was actually side by side with me. He actually made contact with the AI. Okay. Yeah, he was right there. I can't believe that. I'm glad I didn't have my mirror on for that. But just it's the most lap cars I've ever seen in Limaland. Like, so bunched together. And coming into the white flag, we actually made contact there. That didn't affect anything. But yeah, Jerry Anderson's just right there side by side with them. That was actually really intense. That was way more intense than I thought it was going to be. We got the last corner. We clear him. Okay, that was cutting it. Really, really close. But that's 6 extra points we gained right there. That might be the difference for the championship. I hope it'll be that. I don't know. We'll find out, but jeez, that was really freaking stressful. Got I think it is just 26 points in these next 2 races. So we have to somehow hang on. And Eddie Evans just has to not win. Which I feel like is asking a lot because he's been like second or third. So there's a chance he could win. It just sucks, man. There's 3 tracks on a schedule that, Elm Creek's kind of bad too, but having, I guess technically 4, because there's 2 mill bridges, one at the beginning and then one at the end, and then there's Elm Creek, so that's 3. I don't know, I'm tired. It's like 4 in the morning. I really wanted to run that race just to see what would have happened, because it was gonna bug me all night if I didn't run that race. So now I know in these last 2 races what is on the line. Well, there's one thing for certain. We got a whole stack of money ready to go up into whatever series and probably level everything out pretty fast. At least for local side things. So, I don't know. Prairie View, probably top 10 is the goal. Man, I just hope he doesn't win. We're not going to worry about the mechanic, because... Actually, never mind. That was a 16% car part discount. Yeah, we'll hire them for sure. I just backed out the career mode. That's like the 4th time I've done that. Ugh. Well, the good thing with having this new mechanic is pretty much in general, no matter what series we move up to, we'll always have like, a 16% part discount, which is 4% more than what we had before. So it's a big deal. Like, I'm kind of curious when we actually go up to regional and national, how much our discounts are going to be. Is it going to be like a 25% discount at some point? That'd be nice, but I'm curious about that. Alright, we'll just repair the suspension, chassis, and engine, and then we'll go until the next 2 races next episode and have it decide our fate. I might do an off-camera season just to see what happens if, Jerry Anderson didn't have that problem. I don't know, if he didn't have those issues, he got 6, so I don't know how many points we would have lost. It might be like I don't know. I don't know the math. It's like 4:30 in the morning. I can't freaking remember. I can't math at this time. But him and Eddie Evans would be really close in points. I think the point gap would be maybe 16 to 20 points. It would be a lot closer. But I don't know. These next 2 races are just gonna kill us. I don't know. I don't know what more to say. We'll wrap it up. I'm done. It's been like an hour of recording. I actually was morbidly curious to see how that was going to play out. I usually don't record that long, but I want to see what would happen. Anyways, I'll see you all next episode. See you all later. As always, have a good day.